Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this edition of the Primetime Newscast in the English language on Canal, the International. Begin with our top stories. A disturbing video circulating on social media accuses 14 students from Lycée Polyvalent Bar of engaging in a sexual scandal, while school authorities confirmed the students were present at a location in Douala. They denied direct involvement in the alleged acts depicted in the video. And in this edition, we explore the reunification building of Cameroon. It is Government High School Fumban, where the reunification was actually signed. We visited the area and talked with officials and witnesses of the reunification to know more about the objectives of the conference that took place in the building established in 1961. And in Chad, Mahamat Idris Deby Idno has been officially declared the winner of the presidential election by the Constitutional Council on Thursday, May 16, 2024. Those are major stories. Details right ahead. Good evening once more. A disturbing video circulating on the social media accuses 14 students from Lycée Polyvalent Bar of engaging in a sexual scandal, while school authorities actually confirmed that the students were present at a location in Douala at that point in time. They denied direct involvement in the alleged acts depicted in the video, as we hear the following story by our reporter, Christy Aya Are.
In sexual debauchery during school hours. Instead of attending a planned brunch, the students gathered at a friend's residence, leading to the unfolding controversy.
He was called by neighbors. He had called some of our classmates into her compound. So when they arrived, they saw that they have prepared food and juice, and they were clean. They had to prepare something that is outrageous to do in that compound, because we are in a period of intensive revision. We are doing revisions now, and as students in an international class.
This behavior has drawn condemnation from some of their fellow classmates, highlighting the division within the school community regarding the incident.
It's very disappointing to see that some students that are senior like that transgender such things like that. And things like this will tarnish their image and also tarnish also for the school.
In response, the school administration has opted not to immediately penalize the students. Instead, they have convened the disciplinary council to offer guidance and counseling in the aftermath of the scandal.
We need to put them together, talk some sense into their heads, but that way we will have to summon a disciplinary council. If we have to send them packing now, it will affect them mentally as far as the season for exams is concerned.
Effort to gain access to the residence where the students were reportedly discovered proved unsuccessful, as there were no response to inquiries.
And the fight against the battle against incivility continued unabated in Cameroon's economic hub, Douala. Several stray ships have been caught and slaughtered by officials of the Douala City Council as a warning to those who allow animals to roam about the streets. More in the following story. In Douala, the City Council has taken drastic measures to tackle the rampant issue of incivility plaguing the city. Following a fatal accident caused by wandering livestock obstructing roads instead of grazing peacefully, authorities have launched a relentless crackdown. We have observed for a certain period that animals like cows, sheep and others keep wandering the streets. obstructing roads instead of grazing. It's a big problem. On several occasions, we alerted the owners, but the situation seems not to be changing. Arnaud Mwange, Director of Communication for the Douala City Council, emphasized the severity of the situation, attributing the recent sacrificial acts to the blatant disregard for civic responsibility. Mwange stressed that allowing livestock to roam freely in urban areas poses a significant risk to public safety and will no longer be tolerated. We have slaughtered the animals as a warning signal to all those disrespecting the measures by the authorities. The governor of the Littoral region, in a response to the escalating crisis, had issued an order banning the unregulated movement of livestock within Douala streets. This decision comes in the wake of a recent tragic incident that claimed the life of an innocent bystander, underscoring the urgent need for decisive action. The sacrificial sheep will be distributed to prisons and orphanages across the city, serving as a stark reminder of the consequences of negligence and the collective responsibility to uphold public safety. And rice, one of the most consumed foodstuffs in Cameroon, has seen a sharp rise in its price. The situation is attributed to a recent drop in rice imports, a strategy that the National Institute of Statistics say is part of government's plan to boost the local production and combat illegal re-exploitation or exportation. Gladys Ambodibang has been talking with some economists in Douala. Her story.
The price of a 50-kilogram bag of rice in markets across Cameroon has surged to between 23,000 and 30,000 francs CFA, a spike attributed to a significant drop in rice imports in 2023.
We are importing close to more than 800,000 tons per year, and the major provider of that rice moving from abroad to here in Cameroon is India, Malaysia, and Thailand. And in India, for instance, they have decided to shut down exports for more than 3 months as effect the increase of the unit price of the rice selling on our local market.
Cameroon's National Institute of Statistics reports that the country imported 630,407 tons of rice in 2023, cutting import expenses by 24% or 63.5 billion francs CFA compared to 2022. The government's goal is to boost local production and curb illegal re-exportation to Nigeria.
The question is, what has the government done to pave the way for national production? What is the investment strategy? What are the dispositions taken for projects like the Sancho rice production that was closed for long? We are passing there every day and we are not seeing any signs of reactivating this plant to start producing. We have the UNDVA rice in DOP, which are scarce in the market.
Experts suggest that the government needed a more effective strategy to prevent the current price hikes in the local markets.
The government have to provide subsidies to all the producers who have gathered themselves in cooperative and, let's say, draw an objective, national objective for them. At that condition, we'll have locally more rice produced in Cameroon and will no more importing up to 890,000 tons per year.
Despite the estimated annual demand for rice at 580,000 tons, Cameroon imported more than necessary, leading to illegal re-exportation.
The National Anti-Corruption Commission, CONAC, has tasked or urged community radios to act as major stakeholders in the fight against corruption in Cameroon, with the phenomenon seriously plaguing the Cameroonian society. The proximity radios have been tasked to step up a sensitization in multiple languages of their localities and massively denounce corruption actors. More in the following story.
22 community radios drawn from all the 10 regions of Cameroon brought together this May 16 in Yaoundé, signing a memorable convention with the National Anti-Corruption Commission, CONAC, with the objective of step up the fight against the cankerworm.
We feel that using mother languages, through these languages, people can very well be edified, instructed, and have also an instrument that they can use to fight really against corruption.
And before penning the accord, the major practitioners were drilled on basic measures journalists must adopt to create results.
These are the tools that will guide us to be able to carry this message to the masses in such a way that at the end of it you have palpable results, a change of attitude. It should be universal, not just some people, and some are not touched by it.
The establishment of ID card and birth certificate, and of course the rate at which people pay exorbitant prices in our hospitals to get themselves treated are some of the aspects that we'll be looking at.
Dieudonné Massigam reiterates that journalists, though not CONAC agents, must prioritize anti-corruption reports in their respective media houses to curb the bad seed, digging deep in all the domains of the Cameroonian society.
A few days to go for celebrations to mark the National Day celebrations in Cameroon. And the National Day celebrations falls on a Monday, a traditional ghost town day in the English-speaking parts of Cameroon. Barely few hours to go. Some Boya inhabitants still go about with their daily activities. The state separatist fighters have not decreed a ghost town during this period. More with our reporter Ines Ondwa Bala.
This is the capital city of the Southwest region, few hours to go for celebration marking the 52nd edition of the National Day. Boya is flagged with the national colors. From mile 17 to the governor's office roundabout, the green, red, yellow flag is found everywhere. Preparations enter high gear.
Preparation is gathering some momentum because if you go to the Boya, you'll see the mile 17, you'll see the flags everywhere. It means the preparations are ongoing. A lot of businesses, a lot of people are coming in. There are so much activities going on. So I think the preparation is going on very, very well for 20th May.
At the Bongo Square ceremonial ground, final touches are being made. The two grandstands are taking shape with a befitting look. Final rehearsal are being made by forces of law and others, population, students, political party, to give 20th May the grandeur it deserves.
I think it's going to be a nice one. No serious noise as compared to other years. Preparations have been going very smoothly. I think so far nothing has been declared when it comes to ghost town and the other things. I feel like this year it's going to be better than last year.
It's conducive for us, for people to match. Well, security. To give us more security.
On the security aspect, calm and serenity are top on the agenda as major announcement has not been made by separatist fighters. It is worth noting that 20th May falls on a Monday ghost town.
And talking about National Day, a celebration, we explore the Unification Building of Cameroon. It is government bilingual high school of Fumban, where the reunification was actually signed. We visited the area and equally met officials and witnesses of the reunification to know more about the objectives of the conference that took place in the building established in 1961. More with our reporter, Kizi Kiga.
This is the Cameroon Reunification Building. It was here in 1961 that the Fumban Constitutional Conference was held, bringing together the English-speaking and French French-speaking leaders of the East and Southern Cameroons. The Federal Republic of Cameroon came into being at the end of this great conference, with Amadou Ahidjo as president and John Fancha as vice president. It was decided and adopted by consensus between the delegates from Southern Cameroon and those from French-speaking Cameroon.
We were very proud with these people, Efion, Fancha, Asale, Amadou Ahidjo, because their vision of the country was to help the people live together.
The effigies of the country's emblematic figures are displayed there. Despite its historic position as a cradle of Cameroon's reunification, Fumban faces road, drinking water and electricity problems. Fumban was a symbol of peace, of living together. We cannot just limit there. All of these are supposed to be transformed to our attitudes and inactions for development. We were supposed to have a monument here, good roads, universities, but we don't. This building, which housed the Fumban Constitutional Conference in 1961, was rehabilitated by the President of the Republic, Paul Biya. This was part of the celebrations marking the 50th anniversary of Cameroon's independence and reunification.
And out of the country, we take you to Chad, where Mahamat Idris Deby Itno has been officially declared winner of the presidential election by the Constitutional Council this Thursday, May 16, 2024, with a 61.3% of the votes, according to provisional results from the National Electoral Management Agency, announced on May 6 and confirmed by the Constitutional Council. He now becomes the 5th president of the Republic of Chad. We'll tell you more in our subsequent editions of newscasts. And we think these advertorial nutritionists have reminded mothers that food plays a vital role in preparing children to learn. This was done during the 3rd edition of a workshop that brought together super women organized by Matinal in Douala. This was used as a platform of sharing and exchange of ideas between mothers and nutritionists under the theme Awakening and Nutrition for the school-age child. Let's watch.
On a bright day in Douala at Bonaberry, Matinal, the leading chocolate drink brand in Cameroon, showcased its unwavering commitment to child nutrition. This was done through Matinal Super Maman seminar held at the Municipal Cycle Hall in Bonasama. This gathering is more than just a meeting. It's a platform for sharing and exchanging ideas where mothers can learn from experts in nutrition and psychology. The theme of the day, Awakening and Nutrition for the School-Age Child, a topic that resonates with every mother who wants the best for her child. Matinal organized the 3rd Supermaman seminar, a testament to their dedication to fostering healthy eating habits in children. Expert nutritionists reminded moms that food plays a vital role in preparing children to learn and ensuring they are healthy enough to attend school every day.
Mothers should ensure that their children have a healthy breakfast before leaving the house. The children should drink a lot of water to stay hydrated throughout the day.
Through this event, Matinal aims to empower mothers, equipping them with the knowledge they need to ensure their children's well-being and success in school. The psychology talk was dedicated to discussing on school children intellectual development. Mothers received tips and teachings on how they can help the children develop their full potential both at school and at home.
Every child is unique. Each child has a special potential. If the child is not performing well in the expected potential, let her identify the right potential of the child and promote it.
The watchwords were identify the type of intelligence of every child, develop their self-confidence, and promoting intellectual development with motivation adapted to each age stage.
I learned about having a balanced diet for the children every day I learned about the 6 classes of food that the children should have.
The supermoms shared their experiences through personal testimonies, tips and recipes for the nutrition and well-being of our little champions. The debates were fascinating and full of lessons from both the nutritionist, psychologist and the supermoms. Matinal encouraged all mothers in the role, reminding them that they are strong, brave and capable of rising to any challenge. Matinal wishes a good preparation for the end-of-year exams and full success to all its little champions. Matinal, nurturing the superwoman in every mother.
Matinal, your daily fuel.
And that's how we saw it on today's edition of the Primetime Newscast in the English language on Canal International. Thanks so much for watching. And coming up next is a debrief with Lil Prejus. See me tomorrow, same time, for another edition. Good night.